Welcome, everybody, to episode 4 of the Absolute Justice Movie Review Podcast. I am Dipin Sedev, and I'm here with my friend, as always, Doug Seidel. How's it going, Doug?
Going great. How about you, Dippin?
It's going good. Today, we're going to be reviewing A Nightmare on Elm Street, the 1984 remake. Doug, why don't you give us a little background on it?
All right. Nightmare on Elm Street. If you don't know, like Dippin said, it's a remake from 1984. It's a movie about a man, Freddy Krueger, who has some interesting ties to some children. Um, you know what kind of ties I'm talking about. And then, the parents find out about this, set him on fire, and then he dies and comes back to haunt the children in their dreams. If the kids
Hilarity
die,
ensues.
yes, if the kids die in their dreams, they die in real life. That is Nightmare on Elm Street in a nutshell. Now, Dippin, what did you like about the movie?
I only liked one thing about the movie, the special effects. And they were okay at best. There was only one particular scene that was good was when Nancy, our main character, was running through the hallway and blow her feet to turn from wood to blood, and she was trying to crawl in this pit of blood and trying to crawl out of it while Freddy was chasing her. Probably the only good scene from the movie. Not to mention the fact that some of the special effect transitions were actually really well done. Some of the inside snowing scenes and some of the indoor outdoor scenes of the flashbacks, I think were done well. But overall, not a good movie.
Well, let me go over my likes real quick. I did like the characters of Chris and Jesse. I thought both those characters were the best performers for the teenage group. Um, However, they were not the main characters, so I think that kind of hurt the film overall. And I agree that that scene where she is running through that hallway and falls into the blood was a really cool shot, and I really enjoyed that part. I also kind of like the introduction of Krueger in the pharmacy when Nancy's kind of going in and out of dream and not dream in awake. And I thought that was actually kind of cool too. Um, but other than that, failed in comparison to the 1984 cult classic. Um, and the thing I thought hurt it the most was Freddy Krueger. Jackie Earle Haley, much respect for the man as an actor. I think he did a great performance in this film, but it wasn't Freddy Krueger. It was a very different take on it. I respect the filmmakers for trying it, but in my opinion, you don't go to see Nightmare on Elm Street for anything other than what Freddy Krueger is going to do and say. And this was not a Freddy Krueger movie. This was a kids die in their sleep movie. Um, and most of the actors were atrocious.
Yeah, it was terrible overall. I wouldn't recommend anybody going to see this. I would give my absolute review as wait for the TV. I mean, if you get dragged to see this movie at all, bring your iPhone, bring your PSP, bring something to keep yourself busy during this movie because you may fall asleep. It was terrible.
Yeah, I give it pretty much the same exact absolute rating, and that's wait for it to be on TV. It doesn't have sex, drugs, so or the gore factor is not even that high either. So seeing it on television, you're really not going to miss much. It might actually be a better film on television than it was seeing it as an R-rated film in theaters. Um, it's more of a, I mean, you don't even have to see it on HBO or Showtime. Just, you can wait for it to be on FX. Let's be honest, it's probably where it's going to end up is FX. But yeah, wait,
Yeah.
wait for cable. You know, um, unless you're a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan and really, really want to check it out, then it's worth checking out just to see what the filmmakers did so different.
Yeah, I agree, and don't bother your time with this movie at all. And that pretty much concludes our podcast for today.
Yes,
Just before we go out, don't forget our website is absolutejusticereviews.com, and you can follow us on Twitter at Justice Review. That's without the S.
absolutely. Check out, we got some new polls up on there. When are you going to see Iron Man 2? And most importantly, agree with me that horror is a real genre name. Horror plus comedy, horror.
That's
Yes.
gone. Once
Do
we
it.
saw it was in the dictionary, it was gone.
Do it. It's on Urban Dictionary. It is a real word. Also, Iron Man 2 this week. That is our film for the next one. We're going to do a special after the midnight show recording of our podcast to go up on Friday. You will hear Iron Man 2 review before maybe you get a chance to go see it. If you're one of those people that rates or goes on that poll and says that you're going to see it after the midnight show. um, but yeah, we're ultra excited for it, and that's our next movie. And we are absolutely out of here.